Beleza, de volta. Vamos Dogma 2. Falar com o ferinha aqui pra ver. Fala do Magistrado.
There is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty
Tem que ser preso propositalmente e escapar com ele, quer ver?
Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law in the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Definir como prioritária. Bora, galera. Masmorras. Tem saída pra cá, será? Necrotérios e cemitérios. Se civil morrer, os corpos se levam ao mortuário, onde passa assim. Depende de onde for encontrado. Pode reviver os mortos, que louco. Deve ter alguma quest que você revive alguém. Pra eles estarem ensinando isso. Ué, tem nada aqui?
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Tem tipo uma trilhazinha pra seguir, uns pontinhos no mapa ali, ó. Ah, eu não tava lá? Eu tô pesado, viu? Tá lento assim. Desligar minha lanterna. Ah, ganhou uma missão aí, ó. Um peão. Tá no castelo, né?
Have no fear, master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
É masmorra, velho. E né, provavelmente.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Valeu, ferinha. Ficar escuro de novo. Só porque eu apaguei a lanterna. Se eu for visto, o que acontece? tem pra cá, né? Tem. Uma chave aqui, ó. Tem tipo um túnel lá na frente, né? Mais uma descida. Aí. É pra escapar, né? Mas cadê o cara? Esse cara aqui?
Have you come to
Ah, tá aí
release
o
me
Aldar.
from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen?
Ah,
as
meu
you
filho.
say?
Tô soltando o cara e ainda tá botando banca.
Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed.
O cara vai dar uma lição de história.
He went before the people.
Ô, velhote,
insisting that
vamos
he
vazar
was
aí
not
depois tu
Regent
dá a lição
Alphonse,
aí.
the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be?
Vem só parar de falar.
Oh, you've no interest in such things? Why, the law is everything to me. 'Tis life itself. I believe I can surmise what you came for. And though I am here on false charges, I have no intention of breaking the law to gain my...
Ah, filha da mãe. E agora?
What is it? Have you come to hear more tales of false Arisens? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deeza's absurd demands.
É que pariu, viu?
To me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder?
Encontre um lugar com muitos tomos. Por que tá essa música de suspense? Os pons estão tudo no... outra saída, né? Eu tenho que ir pra lá, hein? Pera aí. Pera aí. Velhote, safado. Deixar apodrecendo aqui. Vou pra cá, hein?
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Nada, né? Pra cá. É só uma escapada mesmo. Lugar com muitos tomos. E agora? O jogo não me diz nada. Fudeu. E agora? Pequena vila ali embaixo, né? Pera aí, deixa eu dar uma olhada ali.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor?
Não tenho comida? Sério?
Few can afford perpetual jet. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I
Eita, 1000, velho. Caralho.
Many thanks. May fortunes...
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Trilha do inverno. Ganhou um negócio aí. Não, achei que aqui poderia ter livros, né? Mas não tem porra nenhuma. Porra nenhuma. Deixar o velhote aqui. Mas me enganei. Opa! Ah, ó. Porrada de livro aqui, ó. Cadê? Apareceu nem um... Quem suspirando aqui? Quem é que tá suspirando aí? Tá cagando aí no banheiro. Ó, dá pro velhote ficar aqui, velho. Ih, Tiger. Trancando aqui comigo. Tá maluco? Não sei o que fazer, sinceramente.
I'm afraid I cannot oblige. The pursuit of betterment isn't. You have wronged me, and though yourself.
What hope have we?
Dei 1000 pratas pro irmão ali, não fez nada por mim, velho. Vou pausar essa bagaça aqui e tentar descobrir o que tem que fazer. É, e é com o cara, o sacerdote que tá aqui na porta mesmo. Você dá o dinheiro, depois dá comida, aí abre outra opção. Um momento, será que poder me ajudar com outra coisa? Ele vai te dar outra quest. É foda, viu, velho? Cara, como é que eu vou adivinhar que tem que dar os dois? Aí o jogo tá sacaneando a gente.
Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Quer achar o Malcolm?
I suppose it goes without saying that our first
Ó,
step
se você não
ought
tiver
to be
comida,
gathering information.
vem aqui, tem umas batatas, ó.
Indeed, you are correct.
Aqui, ó. Peguei 2 batatas aqui. E o pivete tá... é pra tá por aqui, velho. Eu vi que ele tava no poço, mas ele não tá aqui, né? Ele é? Aqui ele, ó. Acho que é ele aqui.
Malcolm.
Ah, não.
All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Entulho, onde é que tem entulho? Não dá pra se agachar, né?
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big...
Cadê esse pivete safado? Ah, agora ele tá ali, ó. Ou é o mesmo que eu falei?
Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble. Wonder if he found anything good.
Louco, a câmera bugou. Um pub aqui. Pera aí que eu vou descobrir onde é que esse maldito tá. Mandou falar a menina que tá dentro da igreja. Depois ela manda falar com o menino do poço. Depois fala com o sacerdote. Pera aí, vamos ver. Vamos ver se é verdade. Ó. Aqui na igreja. A meninazinha tá aí.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Criptas.
Shall we report our results?
Avisa o padre aí, ó. Vai dizer onde é as criptas.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
Ora, coroa. Ai, velhote. Claramente dá pra se agachar e passar aqui.
Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Ah, beleza. O jogo faz o favor pra gente. Ô, louco. Malcolm provavelmente morto, né?
An ideal location for an ambush. Be on your guard that the enemy may not surprise you.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Eita, tamanho dos ratos, brother. Ô, louco, Deus. Rato, tamanho de um cachorro aqui, ó. Eita, pô. Já tô pesado, né, velho? Deixa quieto. Deu, pivete safado.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I...
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead.
Cortei a...
Books, sir.
Aí, ó,
Books,
livros.
books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Tudo que o velhote queria.
Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Twould behoove us not to fall too far behind our guide.
Right you are. Battle is best avoided here.
Over here.
Aí, a biblioteca gigante.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated.
Vou já fazer isso.
We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
Indeed, you are correct.
Mais alguma coisa aqui? Beleza, agora... Vou botar lá pro véi. Se eu acerto voltar.
My magics are at your disposal.
Atacando os ratos, é? As aranhas. Uhul, 10 XP. A volta é mais rápida.
Come to think of it, should a scrap ensue, we'll be at somewhat of a disadvantage.
We mustn't let our enemy draw too close.
Mayhap someone could change vocations? Someone besides me, of course.
Bora, velhote. É aqui mesmo? Não, não é aqui não, velho. Agora fudeu que eu não lembro onde é. Ué. E agora eu tô me fudi, que eu não sei mais onde é a parada. É que pariu, meu irmão. Cadê o jogo pra me ajudar, velho? Porra, cadê o waypoint dessa merda? Caralho, brother.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Ai, meu Deus, beleza. Depois de uma volta do caralho pra chegar aqui de novo. Liberar esse infeliz safado. Causando problema.
Well, have you found some place I might sate? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Bora, velhote. Cara, aqui em cima, brother.
Is this where you've been all this time? 'Tis rather far from where we agreed to meet up.
Do take
Eu não
care not
achei
to
a
stray
entrada.
so far next time.
Tem que subir nessas pedras aqui. Vem, velhote. Carregar ele, né? Ora, arrombado.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Aí. Lá no bar.
Always a fresh breeze blowing
Not a care in the world, just as it should be.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Bora, meu filho. Acorda pra vida.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies.
Acho que não era essa opção não, né?
From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that alone is reason to suspect a connect. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. Very well.
Eu quero fazer a que eu tava fazendo, caralho.
But know that your assistance in
Magistrado.
Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this.
Aê. 7K. Agora eu pego a outra.
We are to strengthen your majesty's claim. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
Methinks our travels will progress
Encontro,
smoothly.
perturbador. Meio, sai do meio, sai do meio. Tô mais leve agora, ó. Joguei tudo na mochila da gostosa. Ela que se vira pra correr atrás de mim agora.
Have no fear, master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Entrar pela porta da frente? Não, né?
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
Como é que sobe? Aí.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, Tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Cadê? Nada aqui? É. Nada aqui não, brother. Não entendi. O que é que eu não tô vendo aqui, pelo amor de Deus, velho? O jogo tá me irritando, velho. Sério mesmo. Meu Deus. Haja paciência. Véi, a Capcom só pode estar de sacanagem, velho. Olha isso. Caralho, aqui é uma porta. Puta que pariu, viu, meu irmão? Porra.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Puta que pariu. Pula, safado. Onde diabos eu estou agora? Na parte de trás do castelo, né? Puta que pariu, viu, meu irmão?
Well, well.
Te contar. Uma
Yours
bela
isn't a
câmera.
face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in?
Vai me ajudar.
Oi! Who goes there?
Ô, louco. Gata, viu?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
Encontro perturbador.
I didn't sleep a wink last night. May this
Bora, galera.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
What's this?
Todo mundo vai me parar agora.
Sculptures, have you? Oh, to think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around?
Agora não. Bora, gostoso. É pesadona aí, ó. Joguinho sacana, viu?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's
alarde.
As a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion. A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melve and this God's Way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melve? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melve.
Anel do acúmulo. Abriu outra quest? Inspiração de escultor. Só essa aqui mesmo? Cadê? Ele não me deu uma quest, não? Deu não. Mandou ir pra Melve sem quest, foi?
As a reward for Your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that Your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Aí, banquete da farsa. Vistas formalmente para o... E fale com o capitão. Beleza. Próxima parte aí a gente continua.